Alright, so we got to get this wire up on top of the line. I'll kind of show you. First thing we got to do when we're getting ready to hang this 1-inch pipe, it's got to be on the very top of the pipe because the lateral line come in, there's a hook connector that goes on this. It has to hook onto that. So usually when we roll this out, it stays on there. It stays up there pretty good, but every once in a while we got to go back through the woods and do this all the way up the hill. Alright, so we got the wire on top. Now we're going to put a side tie on this with my ratchet strap because we're going around a pretty good corner here. This is just temporary. We'll put one on it here, one up the hill a little bit farther. Dad's up top making sure the wire's on top. So I'll show you how this goes. That's good enough, because when we go to the other end and we start pulling that with the 4-wheeler winch, this will stand right up. We'll come back here later and then we'll put a regular wire side tie in. Take a couple trees down.
Put gas in it?
Yeah, I don't think I had there were some trees hitting you all the time. See if we can flip your new four-wheeler.
Wheels off the ground.
You got this thing in forward?
Yep. We're going to put posi on it.
You got to hook on the mainline pipe and pull it tight. Wrap around this maple tree here, and then we can go down through and side tie it all. So we got to move this clamp far enough down to where we can hook the winch onto it and it's out of the way and it doesn't bust the mainline wire off the top, which it pulls quite a ways, probably 5-6 feet. Now we cut this lashing wire off and then we'll wind it back up later on and tighten it back up with a clamp.
Once the deer flies start getting you, you'll be hollering.
No, I'll be alright. That's how it is here. Something, always something. So this is a wire puller, this red thing here. Drop it right in the wire. It grips the wire, allows us to pull it. So we'll slide that down as far as we want. Then we hook our winch cable onto that right here. And now we can pull that tight. All right, got Dad on a wheeler. He's gonna run this, pull this winch in. Just to give you an idea how steep it is here. So this will sit like this for a minute. We'll go down through and side tie the whole thing back to different trees.
You're going to wire tie this one first, right?
Oh yeah, we got to wire tie this first. We'll wire tie this around the tree first. That'll free up the wheeler, and then we can take the wheeler with us. These are the wires we use that attach it, wire to wire. So what we like to do is we like to cut a piece of this tubing off and wrap it around the back side of the tree so it gives it a little protection because it's going to grow through the years. This will keep the wire from growing into the tree. We don't waste any tubing. We use it all. All right, we're gonna attach this to the tree now. I'll show you how you do that. You take this wire, wrap it around the tree, roughly back to itself. Something like right there. And you need bolt cutters. This stuff's mean. Didn't look that mean, but it is. All right, then you bring it over here where the halfway point is. You want to make sure you got this kind of where you want it. And then we'll wrap it around this one. And now you fuse both wires together. So this takes 2 wires. We learned that the hard way, didn't we? These wires, it takes 2 of these to hold this on. We learned this the hard way when we first started doing this. We put one on, and then when we went back in the woods the next day, everything we put up had fallen down. That was pretty frustrating. So they didn't tell us that you need them as a set. So this is how they go together as a set. And this will hold itself. We can unhook the winch. Watch your fingers. Take your finger off rather quick like. "74 years old, still gets after it." Need a little more? Get her? Here, let me do this. We got to sharpen the stake here, put a stake in the ground. So we got to drop this in underneath this main line right here.
Cut that one down?
Yeah, go ahead, Dad. Thanks. We got to drop this in here. We got to pick this pipe up and suspend it off it so we can get through with the four-wheeler when there's snow on the ground. We're going to put a stake in to hold this main line up so we can get the four-wheeler under it. What we like to do is just put a little galvanized nail in here. Roughly right about there someplace. I'd say right there. That's far enough to get under it. Come down right about there. For a second. Perfect. Now we can get under it if we get deep snow with the wheeler. All right, so we're gonna do our first side tie. I'll show you how you do that. We got the winch holding the pressure back of the pipe. Hook it on this wire, go around the tree with some backing, and then back to it. Someplace like right there. Alright, that's one, only 10,000 more to go. So we'll let the pressure off the winch and that should hold itself up.